yo. Okay, this is working now. I don't think it was working before. Yo, mic check. Yo, yo. Mic check. One, two. All right, so that's on that one. What's up with this one? This doesn't look like it's working either. Um, yo, yo. All right, two of them. What about this one? Mic's not working on that one. Yo. All right, for sure. What up? What up? What up? All right, cool. And then let's try. Yo. Yo. All right, for sure. All right, cool. Nice. Nice. All right. That's kind of dope. I have like four instances of OBS on my computer right now, and I'm not sure if that's the best way of doing it. There was like different plugins that you could use, but I wasn't able to figure that out. So, and then my daughter started crying. Um, I don't like how I could hear myself. All right, I need to figure out how to not do that. So let me check my Instagram. I'm trying to stream on Instagram too. I don't know if it's actually working or not. No, it doesn't appear like it is. All right. I mean, I wonder, do you guys mind if I try to figure it out? Yeah, yeah. It's, is it this one? Mm, hmm. That's pretty dope, though. Um, all right, guys. I'm sorry that I'm like taking forever. I'm just trying to figure this out. It doesn't appear like I'm streaming on X right now. Bro, that's so fucking whack, dude. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, now I'm on there. All right, guys, just wait for me for a little bit. I'm trying to figure this out for the Instagram, my last one. All right, guys, just wait for me for just a second here. So I'm gonna stop streaming in this one. I'll get to it, I promise. I'll get to all the gravy and all the stuff I want to talk about. And the funny thing is that, like, we live in a weird digital world where, when I come up with ideas for stuff, if I don't drop it right away, someone else is gonna make content. It's so crazy like that. Like, you should see like all my stuff that I come up with, and then how some semi-famous face comes out with like that content, and I'm like, bro, oh, let's go. All right, cool. I think I'm on there on IG as well. Nice. So now I'm on 4 streams. All right, go live, right? Go live. Sick. That's fun, bro. And now I can show my comp too. All right, let's go. All right, this is fun. Oh, but I'm gonna have to go on each individual stream. This is kind of a clunky way of going about it. I'm not gonna lie. Damn. This is still fun though. Yeah, I mean, consider this me trying to figure out things right now, and you guys are kind of part of my figuring it out team, because we're just figuring it out. At the end of the day, we have to kind of humble ourselves and try to learn and get better as we go, right? All right. So today I wanted to talk about I was gonna say Australia, Antarctica, and some people that aren't open up to the way things are, they might think, oh wow, what do you care about Antarctica? I'm sure it's just like penguins and ice and all this like you know nothingness. But really, in Antarctica, there's well, for one, like Hitler was super involved with like searching for mystical artifacts, and the Nazis had a base in Antarctica called like New Swabenland or something like that. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm not really gonna get into that, but it just shows that there's like more than meets the eye, and also like there's this guy Admiral Byrd who did um, a lot of excavations all over, and he saw that he found I don't know, apparently different lands there, which I think could potentially be a psyop, but nonetheless, it's still kind of fun to think about. Um, So yeah, I was looking up a bunch of stuff on Antarctica, and I was like, you know what? Let me just do a live stream instead of somebody hitting me to the punch, which happens all the time. And they're like, oh, look at this content. Like here's one example: the Hillary Clinton's emails, and then she had the email of the like the body of Gilgamesh and all that. Like I've been meaning on making a video of that for like very long time, and I'm just seeing it over and over on my Twitter and all this stuff, and, like people doing all these deep dives into that, and how like Gilgamesh is like a fallen angel, Nephilim, um, and basically they were trying to take the DNA of um, Gilgamesh, who wasn't, not just some like ancient king, but was actually like an offspring of a fallen angel, like a Nephilim that like ruled, you know. And I wanted to really go deep, but at the same time, I'm doing so many things that I never really got to it. And lo and behold, you're just seeing so much content of it lately. And it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of funny to me. So like now it's like if I'm gonna drop something, even if it's not fully cooked, just drop it. Like just talk about it, whatever it is. Like instead of people just vamping ideas all the time. and it could be through the ether. I know that my sister has once told me something like that, like, "Oh, you're just going into the ether and finding, you're getting this information or these ideas, and I guess other people are tapping into that." But I think it might even be a little bit, I don't know, especially like how everything's tracked with digital nowadays. I think it might be a little bit deeper than that, but that's neither here nor there. This is just basically why I'm trying to go deep on something, without it really being fully baked. Because, I mean, whether it's music, whether it's my art, whether it's my ideas for podcasts, um, my ideas always get taken. So I might as well just drop things even when it's not fully cooked. Why not? Who cares? All right. So you guys are gonna come on a little on a little tour with me. We're gonna go deep. We're gonna go deep, and let me think of the best way of getting this going here. I have like so many instances of OBS, so you guys are gonna have to kind of be kind of judicious with me and how I'm kind of slow today, because this is like the first time I have four different instances of OBS. Okay, so now I have my computer, and now I'm gonna try to search for stuff. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. So what up, guys? Happy Saturday night. I hope you guys aren't partying or getting drunk. They call alcohol spirits, right? So hopefully you guys aren't taking in too many spirits and being different iterations of yourself. All right, cool. Let's go. All right, showing my computer. Do I have Flux on? There you go. Oh, what's up? You can see me in the bottom corner. All right, cool. So, guys, look, check this out. This is Antarctica, right? So whether you believe flat Earth or not, I'm kind of one of those guys, to be quite honest with you. But regardless, they kind of show it in a globe model, and you could see, here's here's Florida, here's Greenland, and they make it seem like it's a big ball, which is fine. But remember how I said that there's a lot of gravy with Antarctica, right? Like, what was the new Swabenland or whatever? Where to go back to here? You know? Oh no, what the fuck? No. Whatever. I guess there's like some Nazi base or something that's there. But no, regardless, I don't even know what that is. Somewhere in Paraguay, I just showed. But look, check this out. Like you could look up like crazy coordinates of like Antarctica, and this looks like a crazy like doorway portal thing. So if nothing's happening there, what is happening there? I think like the normie perspective on this one is that they're helping the glaciers stay up or something, for like an avalanche or something along those lines. But like, who are they saving? Like, what? I don't know. It just kind of seems kind of ridiculous, if you ask me. Um, so that's one. But yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of hidden gravy when you go to Antarctica, and this is just going with Google Maps, and obviously Google, like, I mean, they're psyoping you left and right. Oh, cool, yeah. So like here, bum bum bum, you just see this like mountain range, and it's kind of funny that it's all in the same area, that doorway, like on the south of Chile, right? And it's kind of funny how this mirrors that on some level, kind of like the as beloved, so as above, so below kind of thing. But yeah, this is kind of like mimicking that in a weird way. But anyways, um, yeah, you go into these coordinates, right? and then you have a pyramid here, and it basically looks like it might even be three of them, kind of similar to, I don't know, all the other pyramids, right? So I don't know, it's just something kind of interesting. Interesting because yeah, like when you look up like the science, quote unquote, perspectives on a lot of this, they always just show you like penguins and like just people hanging out in the water over here. Oh look, this is the Rothschild Island. Probably nothing there, right? Probably nothing. Um, it's funny though. They all coming through right here. Like, this is a spot to come through, right? They're not showing up in some of these other spots. Um, yeah, it's funny that I just did a circle and I'm right back, right? That's how they try to get you. All right, cool. How about this one? We got other spots here. Mm-mm-mm. So like, yeah, I mean, what is that? I mean, some people say that could be like an alleged like crash site of a UFO, which I don't necessarily believe that. I think UFOs and all that are basically just demons because like they channeled them with like the CE5 or whatever, like Dr. Stephen Greer, and they're basically just going into like meditative states. So it's more like a demonic, I don't know, you're kind of channeling like some otherworldly beings, spiritual beings, more than just, outer world beings. Um, yeah. But anyways, that does kind of look kind of character, right? Yeah. Yeah, and sorry, my little mic thing, like this, I don't know, it kind of broke, so I'm just kind of using my little impromptu style. Like I said, I'm just gonna just drop things, like ask questions later. You know what I mean? Just kind of go for it because, as I mentioned, people are just gonna any idea that I drop or work on, it's gonna get pushed to the masses through like Joe Rogan or like whoever, like and I just seen it happen. It's happened to me since I don't know 2009 or something. Everything I do, basically. Um, okay, what else do we got here? Yeah, so just anything I get, like any idea I get, I'm just gonna just run with it and just worry about it later. Um, man, I don't even think I remember seeing this one. This is crazy. Where is that? So it's by kind of by like Australia. Yeah, I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know what that is. I mean, it does look weird. A giant hole. Some people say it was once visible. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. As somebody that's in the art and design, I could tell that this is like not like if this is image or whatever, this is not part of this. So they basically covering something up there. I mean, obvious it seems. Uh, yeah, it seems like they just censor a bunch of things on here because people like me or whatever, they just look up hidden gravy all the time, and then they're just like, nah, we can't have that. Mm, yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at, to be honest with you. So this one's apparently they say is like a door. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, with the conversation I had with Stephen Kelly, talked about all the underground stuff. That could potentially be some of that. Mm-mm-mm. This is fun, right? Oh my goodness, what's my computer Browse. So this is so this. Oh yeah, look at this. I mean, come on, bro. You could tell they're trying to cover something here. Very interesting. I like how they just, I don't know, looks like something very crudely made with the pen tool. They went dink, 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 dink. Oh man, very funny. Is that what I'm supposed to be looking at? No, I don't think so. Hmm. Yeah, and I know people follow me because like my name is Faith and Based, and a lot of my stuff is like Christian content and stuff like this. Um, I think at the end of the day, when you have Christ in your mind, you're basically your mind gets renewed with intelligence and discernment and the Holy Spirit. So you kind of like can decipher a lot of BS, and so that's kind of like the whole base tip. You're aware of what's happening. You're not easily psyoped, and you kind of see through all the different narratives. Even when I was younger, right, I used to come into the room when I was like in fourth grade, third grade, and I would see my older siblings watching the news, and I'd joke around at them, and I'd be like, "Oh, what are you guys watching, the blues?" And they would kind of look at me and mock me and say little things, but it's true. Like, I was right. It's the blues. It's meant to keep you in a low vibrational state. That's what they do. They put fear on everybody, control everybody with fear tactics. Um, so, I'm not here like, oh, I knew it all from a young age, but I think you kind of get primed. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. So this is that thing. Yeah, so I don't know what the one before was. Oh, cool. This next one. Yeah. This next one's like kind of dope. Yeah, this one this one straight up looks like a face. Like a giant lying down. Remember Jack and the Beanstalk, and there was like huge giants and trees and all that stuff, and it's like all that like lore just like went away, you know. But it's like I haven't forgotten. Giant trees like the trees of Lebanon, like it's on the Lebanese flag because there were giant trees in Lebanon, right? And that's another thing that's like not talked about and silenced. Um, yeah, look at that. The eye, nose, mouth, even the proportions though, right? It's not just like an eye and a nose over here and a mouth over there. Like this is all kind of proportionate. Yeah, there you go. The hills have eyes, right? What else? Yeah, and apparently there were a lot of giant bones in America, and the Smithsonian like hid all that. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at all these like weird things right here. These little triangles, these little triangle structures sticking out of the snow. Hmm, very wild. And this is a little bit further deep. What's funny is that they don't go that deep though, right? How come we're not looking at stuff like over here? I think that's like, the ice wall or whatever. Look at this. What is that? Hmm. Looks like a little portal, if I would say, right? People are gonna be like, bro, this is what you do for fun. Every once in a while, I just like have the idea of like looking up stuff. So this is Cohen Station, right? And just a little bit off is all this stuff. So like, can I even Google Cohen Station? So like, what's this place all about? Hmm. Oh, dope! Look at this. Someone made a thing about it. It's a shield generator around Echo Base. This shield would be down in moments. Dragon skeleton. Oh crap, that's wild. Bones of Creighton dragon. Frozen Nazis from 45. Stargate. Yup. Snow. Yeah. Huh. Uh oh. My daughter's crying. Wow. It's kind of like creepy when you're like looking at like land that's like uninhabited in a weird way, even though I'm just sitting here on my computer. Ay, ay, ay. Man, my daughter's a tough cookie, man. What else do we got here, guys? I don't know. It's not zooming into this last one that I'm looking for. I kind of wanted to go deep on stuff that I'm not even like wrote in the description, but I don't know. Is that my curtain call with my daughter crying? Oh, wow. I just realized, man, I wasn't showing in all the other streams. That's so annoying. I'm so sorry for that. Wow. I'm so sorry, guys. Huh. Wow. Oh, Lord. And of course, I figured that out right when my daughter just cries a lot. All right, how about this? I'll go over everything again with showing everything. Can I put me in the corner there? Hmm. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna be back and I'm gonna see if I can help her. Be right back. Alright, guys, I don't know. It's funny, bro. I've only done like 3 or 4, 5 live streams, and every time, well, 3 or 4 of the 5 streams that I've done, my daughter just starts crying hysterically. And it's just crazy, bro. Probacita, bro. I don't know what her deal is, man. Man, I don't even get enthusiastic about talking my stuff because it's just like, dude, it's just ridiculous, bro. She cries bloody murder for everything. Oh man, I tell you this, bro. Being a dad is tough work, bro. Trying to do other stuff while you're a dad, bro. So hard, so hard. Yeah, I don't know. It took me so long to set up all these streams, but I think I need to get out of here. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess. Yeah, and I didn't even show like 1/4 of you guys what I was looking at. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm trying to get better at all this stuff. Um, yeah, so funny, bro. Yeah, I guess I'm out. All right, see you guys. Love you.